Thanks for staying with us this afternoon. We all know preparing for college can be a daunting task, and considering all the costs could be overwhelming. According to collegedata.com, the average cost of attending an out-of-state public college, including tuition and fees for 2021-2022, is about $27,000.
Yeah.
And that's not including room and board. So joining us in the studio today, we have CPA Kimberly Washington to provide some tips and help with some of those college costs. So Kim, of course, the first question, what's the first step that a parent or guardian should take?
Right. The first thing you want to do is save early. Even if your child is very young at this time, you want to start putting some money aside. You know, there is power in the power of compounding. So let me give you a quick example. If you put about $100 aside each month for 12 years at a rate of 6%, you accumulate about $21,000. And this is even the case if your child decides not to go to college. You can still give that big gift, of course, when that child graduates. So that is something that you want to do, keep in mind at this time.
And Kim, I'm going to ask you this question too. What are some saving tools that one can use to save for college?
Definitely in the state of Louisiana, the 529 plan. That's a really great tool that you can use because not only do you get a deduction, but they'll also match the money that you put into the account. Keep in mind the money grows tax-free. Of course, you do have to utilize it for qualified education expenses. In that case, you won't be taxed. But if you have a child that decides, of course, I'm not going to go to college, you can actually change the beneficiary on that account. So that's something you want to keep in mind.
And Kim, for people out there who may be seeking some assistance, tell us about the importance of the FAFSA.
Right. So many people say, okay, well, maybe I may not want to take out a loan or whatever the case, but you still want to make certain that you do apply. And so the deadline is usually at the middle of the year, around June or July. So you want to get it in as soon as possible because that will determine whether or not you qualify for certain grants, like the TOPS award here in the state of Louisiana. So put that application in. Don't wait. Put it in as soon as possible.
And you mentioned it. I was just going to ask for one of our final points. Tell us the importance of grants and scholarships.
Right. Very important. There's so many out there. So make sure that you head over to google.com and start searching. But we have a couple of tools that you can use, and you may look on your screen at this time. So if you're looking for different scholarships, that's fastweb.com. Scholarshipspoints.com is another one. Scholarships.com. collegeboard.org, UNCF, and studentscholarships.org. So there's so many different ones, so many different scholarships. So make sure that you start looking right now for those different scholarships.
And Kim, you know, I'm always going to ask you if they're still looking for those resources, maybe have some questions, where can they find you and get in touch with you?
Right, definitely. You can go to Kim Sense on Twitter or wherever else, on, of course, on social media, and they can find me there.
All right, Kim, thank you so much, as always.
Thank you.
And several city agencies actually